Right, we're on the road again, Toby. We're off collecting another car. This one's not actually for stock though, this one's for myself, which as we know doesn't happen very often. And it's a bit of a random weird purchase, to be honest. It's going to be a bit of a farm vehicle, I think. So we have got about a 2-hour drive ahead of us. You probably know what it is because you've probably seen the thumbnail. But either way, we have got about a 2-hour drive ahead of us. We need to pick up the trailer and I need to get some fuel as well. So we better crack on. Let's get some fuel first. Should we find out how much it is to brim this bad boy? Don't think I've done it in a while. Upsetting. Brilliant, thanks a lot.
How much was it?
£137.78. Sickening. Don't think I've ever filled this thing up before. Should we find out how many miles that tells us we'll get? 602. That's not impressive, is it? I'm sure when I filled this up like half or 3/4 before it said 600. This thing's so powerful, we're like 1,000 newton meters of torque. We don't actually drive it, we spin the earth underneath us. So we stay still, but the earth moves. Right, next stop, farm. We'll get the trailer hooked up. I have got to give one of the ponies some hay. It's part of the reason why I'm getting one of this car today. So, see you at the farm. You've got to admire my new hedge. I don't know if we've shown you this in another video. There was a big gap in the hedge there. I mean, it needs to kind of grow a little bit yet. Get some leaves, but it won't do because it's winter. By the time you're watching this video, this competition is live. Win a BMW 330D. We've kind of kitted it out a little bit. Black kidney grills, black lower splitter, black rear spoilers and valance. We've done the wheels in ferret grey. It's a 330D, looks absolutely awesome. You can win it for just £2, or buy 10 tickets and I will give you 5 for free. Right, let's deploy the very phallic What's annoying with this is the electrics don't come down with it. You have to manually do that. And then it's got 11 pin, I don't know, it has, oh yeah, it's got like 11 pin electrics, and then you've got to put this little adapter in. Guide me in, Toby. We are ready to rock. This is a large part of why I'm going and buying the vehicle today. Over in the distance you will see what is my current farm buggy. Helps me, yes, okay. Grab hay, carry tools around the farm, up and down the lane, all that sort of stuff. But it's a bit unreliable, to be honest with you. And it's a pain to start half the time. And it actually costs more than what I'm spending on the vehicle I'm going and buying today, which I feel like would be more use to me. So, yeah, that's it. I'm going to chuck him some hay and then we'll get on the road. Nearly there. Hopefully we can find them. Don't know if the sat nav's going to take us right to the door. I feel like I recognise this lane from videos, maybe. I reckon this is it. I hope it is, because if we go in here and it certainly looks like it. Oh, it's all the way at the back. Of course it is. You would have thought Taylor would be a bit more organised than this. Right, so we've arrived. Taylor isn't here, but he will be soon, apparently. But Ron's here, so we may as well have a look around it. What a beauty. I didn't really agree with Taylor's choice of wheels going on there, but the originals are in the back, which I think are, well, if it's not quad bike wheels, they've got quad bike tyres on. But it's going to be perfect round the farm. The question everyone wants to know is whether the suspension's completely destroyed. It still has some rigidity to it. It's pretty cool, to be fair. The bed's actually quite large. That's going to be quite a useful bit of kit. I can see Mark, the builder, will be using this all the time, lumping stuff around, especially as we build out our barn and continue making the prep centre and everything down there. It's going to be spot on. So I think I've never seen as many cars in my life. We'll try and maybe spin our trailer around, drive it end on in maybe, and then that could potentially allow us to load and then figure out how we get out. We might be able to then wiggle it that way, but I mean, yeah, it's going to involve quite a bit of moving, isn't it? I don't like how much the TDC guys are laughing every time they... ridiculously light. Straight down the farm because that's where it's going to be used, but thinking about it, maybe we'll take it to the garage and we'll get Steph or Adrian to chuck the off-road wheels on it, check out some of the wiring for us, and maybe bolt up the crane again just for the lols. Hello, how are we?
I'd get through the flood up the road.
Yeah, do you know what? I just wondered if you'd be underwater when we got here.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Very
You
cold,
alright?
wet hand. Very
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
yeah. Just did are the light bars wired in?
Yeah, they're in the glove box.
Oh, are they?
The switch is in the glove box.
The obvious
and
place.
they're both wired in together.
Okay.
And the CB radio comes on with the ignition. So if you turn the ignition on and then you can switch it on.
Superb.
The neons are wired in.
I did wonder if they were still on there or not.
Yeah. If you plug this little box in here, they come on.
Amazing.
So yeah.
Maybe we should leave them on. We feel like we're probably already going to get like...
Yeah, it would be cool.
Have you towed this place before? Do you get people like recognising it and... Not so much.
I haven't driven it since the videos came out,
No.
but when I drove it to the farm, it draws attention mainly because it's pink.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do
So-
that for sure.
Yeah, it's great. I absolutely love Ron. He's a good bit of kit, good laugh. It's running a lot better now that I've serviced it as well.
Yeah.
And change the coil packs. We had to order the bits from Malaysia, I believe.
Really?
Yeah, just to get the bits for it, but that's all fresh and good.
So it is one owner, yeah. It's full service history and all that sort of
Oh
stuff.
yeah, never raced or rallied.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going! Never had any cows in the back of it.
Oh, hello. Look at this.
Or hay. A little bit more.
Whoa! Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh!
It's never taken a single ounce of weight in the back of it.
Go on, run!
It's mint, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got sent a few pictures from previous owner of it. It actually used to be lowered, and it
Really?
used to be a drift place, like where they did drifting, and it used to carry around all their bumpers and spare wheels.
So that's why
So
they
they-
welded the diff.
You-
Is it welded or is it just a
It
lot
is
of it?
welded.
Yeah.
I don't think that's why they welded it, because it doesn't really have the
wouldn't
power
really,
to
yeah.
drift, but it works better off-road because it's got a lowered diff. And then the guy I bought it from lifted it, so it's got the custom
Yeah.
hangers on there, and it's got lifting blocks on the front, so it's got a 2-inch lift underneath. But it did used to be lowered. I've got pictures of it lowered without the camo on it, but just pink, and it looks really cool.
Yeah.
So it's lived a life since
Yeah,
this
yeah.
has come to the UK.
It's going to go and retire now on my farm.
Yeah.
It's a bit like this place. A little feeding horses. I've
Oh
always got
really?
hay in it,
Yeah, that's really cool.
I've wanted to get like a little, well, I've got like a John Deere Gator type thing.
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah,
replace
yeah.
it. This is cheaper.
Yeah,
Better and more
It
fun.
is, yeah, it's amazing because you can spend God knows how many thousands on a Polaris,
Yeah.
or you can buy one of these.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, I hope
With
you
a
enjoy
crane.
it. Yeah,
Thank you very much. I'm sure we will. Yeah.
but yeah, definitely keep us updated with pictures and stuff.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Look forward to it.
And enjoy them.
Right, Ron collected everything very steamed up. We've got a couple of hours to get back now. I'm absolutely Hank Marvin, so we're going to stop for some food. As I probably already said, I was just going to take it straight down the farm, but then I realised I probably want the off-road wheels on it, and maybe we should fit the winch again, just for the lols. So we'll get on the road, we'll get some food, we'll get it back to Barrow Motors, maybe we'll get everyone's reactions to it, and maybe we'll fix it up in another video, or you'll see it in the weekly or something. I'm not really necessarily planning to do lots of content with this, I just wanted it impulsive buy. So yeah, we'll see you when we get back to Barrow Motors or a Burger King, whichever comes first. I'm praying it's a Burger King because I could eat Toby's ear right now. That's a weird thing to say, but that's how hungry I am. Delirious. And really nice to meet the guys as well. Nice to meet Alex and Taylor, and very accommodating and nice lads doing good stuff there. And Edwin and Will in the background. Well, and saw Rory and Chris. Chris was really nice as well. Chris apparently wanted Ron, but we beat him to it. I think they were just giving me the sales pitch, to be honest. They're all like, everyone get around and say how much you loved it and how much you wanted it and all that sort of stuff. But me, not realising I'm a car dealer, I know every trick in the book. But you know, it's good to see you all. So, I'm going to get some food. I haven't got any more energy to say any more words, frankly. So, see you then.
What are you getting?
I've got a double Whopper XL meal, large fries, Coke Zero, naturally, for the calories, and it offered me 4 onion rings for £1, so naturally, I went for those. It's good.
Find out how good bronze sills are.
Oh, it's not going to reach. I just have to get wheels on it. It's too small to go on the ramp. It needs to go on one of the big ramps. Go like that, and like that. Yes!
That's incredible.
It goes the opposite way to what the instructions say.
Nice.
All over it, look. Love it.
Door shut to take the indicators out.
Stupid pink little truck, everyone's all over it.
Cool.
I was thinking you could just extend the crane off the side, attach his lead, and I could just walk around the field. It's just, I'll drive around with the heater on, some music going, listen to a podcast or something, and talk about it. Just
Wow.
surprisingly quick and. Right, so here we are on a Sunday down at the farm. I have just brought Ron over here. The guys have been doing some work in the garage just to get him farm ready. So here it is, next to his predecessor. Here is Ron with his incredibly powerful light bar on. It doesn't look it, but actually in the dark it is. I've burned out my retinas a few times. I can't believe, can you see that Ron is actually shorter than my actual farm buggy? And I spent more on that. I think I paid about £3.5 grand for that, and we've paid £3,000 for this, including the crane. Absolute bargain if you ask me, because hopefully this thing will actually start on time every time. It's got a heater. I was about to say it's got a radio. In fact, that has got a radio, to be fair. Just doesn't really work. And in fact, the radio in this doesn't work anymore because the guys have taken it out because some incredible wiring in there. You basically had to make a choice between, do you want the rear lights on Ron to work or do you want a radio? And I felt like the rear lights were probably more important. They've tucked my CB aerial over. Do I put it back up or do I probably leave it like that? That's fine. We've got the crane bolted back in, which does work. The guys have put one of our magnetic hooks on here. So which way around is it? Going out, going in. Not sure how much I trust it to lift much in its current setup, because I want to put it back in so it go back to its original Ron looks with the crane on it. Of course, so we have to put the off-road wheels back on because that is essential for out here at the farm. We will take it for a spin in a second. And yeah, really, if we wanted to use that for any real purpose, which I can't really see that we would, then we'll have to shore up the floor pan here and do a lot of welding, which probably won't happen. But I thought we'd have it just for the comedy value because it does finish it off. And we will be doing a few shows this year. I'm already booked in for Mike Brewer's Wheeler Dealer live show, so that's on the 1st of June. I will put a link to that in the description below. Myself, I think I'm going to try and convince some of the other guys that are on the podcast with us. Lee at Car UK might be coming. Basically, we're going to have some cars there for sale. We'll have a raffle car, and I might bring Ron. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. Should I bring Ron along so you can have a look and, you know, laugh at it and stuff? Because we've got a pitch for, you know, like 10 cars or something. So I have to try and really rack my brains about what we're going to take. But maybe we could bring Ron and do something fun with it. So let me know. But more importantly, it's now at his new home down the farm. And yeah, I feel like I need to actually give it a proper drive. So let's do that. Just before we do take Ron out for a quick drive, let me tell you about the fact that I've opened a new merchandise store. It used to be shiftingmetal.co.uk. It's now insideline.shop. And there's a couple of reasons for that, because going forward, not only is it going to have my merchandise on there, but we're going to have merchandise from Chops Garage and Lee at Car UK and maybe some others on there. So you can order stuff from all your favourite YouTubers in one place and pay one lot of postage. I'm already posting out stuff for merchandise anyway, so it makes sense to offer it to those guys and help them out. And we will post and fulfill it all. On top of that, rather than saying in this video I'm sponsored by Topdom, for example, there's a few items that I wanted to try from Topdom that never seem to be on our offers. So I've actually managed to get some wholesale. So currently I've got a couple of the jump packs that you don't normally see in the offers. We've got the V1500, it's very similar to the JS1500, but maybe a little bit more rugged. And we've also got the V2200 Air. I really like this one. Toby bought one of these. He's just taken it on a road trip that we recently went on. And he said it cost him about 125 quid. And it is not just a jump pack, it's not just a massive torch on there, but it's also got an air compressor as well. So it's just like the perfect thing to have in your car for all eventualities, because he also charges his computer and filming gear off of it as well. And I thought if I could get some of these items, maybe I can use some of the money we're getting from YouTube revenue, put it into stock, and I can sell it to you guys at an even cheaper price. So currently there are 3 Topdom products on our website. The ones I'm talking about today is going to be the V2200 Air. That is £120 including tax, which I think you'll find is the cheapest you can find it anywhere in the country. But if it isn't, then let me know down below. And the other one is the V1500, which is just £80 including tax, which I also think happens to be the cheapest in the UK. We've also got some Topdom TopScan Pros on there as well. Again, cheaper than you're going to find them anywhere else. Have a look. I'll put the link down below. You could save yourself a few quid. So Tell you what, I have to get rid of this lanyard because I'm going to hook my foot in it. But it's bloody lovely having a heater. It's freezing today. I'm still absolutely dying of cold. It's really starting to get to me now. We're on about 3 weeks. But my usual buggy, the old CF Moto 500, doesn't have a heater. The only heat you would get is from like the engine that's under the seat, and occasionally it would like puff out a little bit of warm air. But nothing like having a 3-speed heater system. Look at this. So I'm toasty in here now. We've got low and high ratio, and it was in 4-wheel drive as well, which I've just taken off. And of course, those who've seen the videos on the Auto Alex channel will know that it's got a welded rear diff as well. No power steering, I might add. So you kind of need to get moving before you want to steer, because there's a tiny, thin, very shiny little steering wheel, so it doesn't give you much purchase. Light switch, I might add, for the light bars is in the glove box. Of course it is. Why it wouldn't be fitted on the dashboard or something. I suppose there's not a huge amount of dashboard space, but I mean there is there. We might rewire that. I've no idea how the CB radio works, but we do have one for comedy value. Let's go. So not only is this going to be helpful for the horses, because quite often I get roped into taking lots of hay to them out here in the fields, and I load up the back of that buggy rather than walking it or using a wheelbarrow. But we're doing building work, we're sorting stuff out. Oh, that's our crane rocking around. Keep fit windows. See if we can get Rocky to come over. Hey Rock! You come say hello? Check out Ron? No, he's not too sure. Maybe you can't see it because it's camouflaged. There he is. I think you can see him. He hasn't recognised this as a food dispensing vehicle yet, but he will do. When I start loading up the back of this with hay, they'll come right. Oh, here we go. Yeah, see? It's a vehicle. You like vehicles. Hello. You don't need hay. You got plenty of grass out there. Anyway, that's Rocky. Ugh. One thing I will say, the benefit of the off-road buggy thing is that I can just literally drive along picking up horse poo and just like open up the door and hop out and let it roll to a stop. Don't think I'll be doing that in this. I wouldn't say this is quite as smooth as the buggy either, but you know, everything has its pitfalls. Hear that lock diff shuddering, ripping up my gravel. Right, so there we have it. That is Ron. And do you know what? It's not the worst thing in the world to drive. Sure, it's a little bit bumpy, but other than that, and being very cramped in here because I'm not a tiny little Japanese person, it's going to be a proper decent little tool for the farm out here. I'm not going to take it off-road in the grass because, as you can probably see, the fields behind me, they're pretty waterlogged as it is. And any trenches I dig with these 4x4 off-road quad bike tyre things is something I'm going to have to fix in the spring. So I'm not going to do that. But that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out our latest competition, which is the BMW 330D that you can win for just £2. And if you don't fancy the car, then you can have £5,000 cash instead. And check out our merchandise store as well. Don't forget those topped on offers, as well as all of our merchandise. So that is it for this time. Thank you so much for watching me collecting Ron. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.